5. About velociraptors. Velociraptors were small to medium-sized dinosaurs that lived between 75 to 71 million years ago, give or take. Adult velociraptors grew to around 6.8 feet, 2.07 meters, long and 1.6 feet, half a meter, high and weighed very little, around 33 pounds, 15 kilograms. They had 26 razor-sharp serrated teeth, stood on 2 feet, with 2 small arms with 3 claws on each. Most importantly though, they were most likely very fast, and were able to outrun most prey or even predators. 1. Velociraptors were only discovered in 1924. The fossils that were later identified as a new species were discovered in the Mongolian Gobi Desert on August 11, 1923, by Peter Kaysen. The fossils Peter discovered were a crushed skull and a claw and were completely unknown to the world until that point in time. The man responsible for naming the first velociraptor fossil was actually the president of the American Museum of Natural History, a paleontologist called Henry Fairfield Osborn. 2. Surprisingly, velociraptors were actually feathered dinosaurs. Once again, if you've based what you know of velociraptors off Jurassic Park, then I'm sorry for ruining your dreams. The reality is that not only were velociraptors not the giant and fearsome beasts that they were made out to be, but they were also covered in feathers. With that being said, scientists still haven't been able to figure out the extent of their plumage, whether they were completely covered in feathers or just had a few plumes sticking out here and there. Either way, they certainly weren't the lizard-like beasts as depicted in Jurassic Park. 3. Don't worry though, velociraptors couldn't fly. Although velociraptors had feathers, they didn't really have wings. Maybe if they had kept on evolving for several millennia this would have become possible, but due to their physical makeup they simply couldn't, no matter how hard they tried. They did have fused wishbones like modern birds, but their arms were simply too short to ever be able to support their body weight. Once again, due to the size and shape of their arms, they weren't even able to glide. So, what were their feathers for then? Some scientists have guessed that they may have been used in mating rituals, or to help shelter their eggs while brooding on a nest like modern-day chickens. Velociraptors may have even climbed trees. There are some theories among paleontologists that velociraptors, or at least their close relatives, climb trees. While it's a pretty contested theory, all we have with dinosaurs are theories. The theory is based upon the singular large blade-like raised claw that velociraptors and others within the Dromaeosauridae family have on their hind feet. Some other paleontologists disagree, of course, believing that the claws were instead used to slash at their prey, rather than for climbing. It's possible that we may never know, but either way, their claws are quite fearsome. 5. In reality, velociraptors were more like land-based eagles. As we've previously gone over, we now know that velociraptors were feathered beasts, rather than the previously held idea that they were covered in scales like lizards. Some scientists have put forward the idea that the modern animals that velociraptors were most similar to are eagles. One main reason for this is due to the large claw on the velociraptor's hind legs, which seems very similar to an eagle's talon. It's supposed that they even used the claw in a similar way to eagles by hooking into their prey and holding on while biting them with their rather formidable teeth. No matter what, whether they were like land-based eagles or not, I certainly wouldn't want to meet an angry one. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss other fun videos. Thanks.